do this first item. Okay, I brought this up the other day. This is the Crements, however you say it. Um, I've heard it several different ways. So this is the gold tone with a green rhinestone hummingbird. The way you can, this is something you may miss if you're looking in, you're looking online or you're looking at a thrift store or you pick a piece up. You need to find Crements is right on the pin right here. For you, you may only be able to see right now just a tiny little, let me get me out of the way. So a tiny little mark right here. It's just going to get too blurry if I get too close, but right there it says Crements. And this piece I had the other day, you guys showed some interest, but I wasn't sure if it was a price thing. So I just wanted to bring it back just in case. And 2 hours south. Summer doesn't start till June 21st. Yeah, we've got over a month to get to summer and it's already 100 in Texas. Okay, well, so here's on this hummingbird. This is a collector's basically essentially. Well, because hummingbirds are very collectible to start with, this is a well-known maker. So vintage jewelry maker Crements, they have a more hardy. I would say that their style aesthetic was more hardy, meaning they did like cufflinks for men. They just had a much more, I would say, straightforward approach to their design. You can see it's a thin, it's not very heavy, very well made. And I don't know that I would say that there's any major signs of wear on this. A lot of times the beak or like tail, things that get rubbed off. And 55 degrees. Okay. Well, we're almost double. We're almost double that, or we will be too by Thursday. Well, enjoy your cooler weather. What does it get to? Like, what is your ranges? So Texas can be minus, well, just about 0 degrees or minus, freezing. I would say 0. Do we get to 0? Yes, but not very often. To the hundreds through most of the summer, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so Crements, this is how our how it works on Reserved Grace to purchase. There, I don't do auctions. I do all buy it now. Here is the catch. So I'm putting this first one up here. This is the Crements live show only. So Crements Hummingbird Vintage Jewelry collectible piece. I'm going to put this in the chat. 80 is so nice. This one is 34 today. And here is your link to this item. So when I post this link into the chat, anyone can go and purchase this. And you're going to go to my Shopify store, which is immediate checkout. You can use Shop Pay, you can use PayPal, any form of payment that you're used to using online. Because it's free shipping, it's going to go right basically into your account. If you buy multiple things at the end of the week on Friday, I will combine all of your items into a bundle and send you, if you need an invoice, I'll send you an invoice if we've added some things on, or I'm ready to ship after that. So, but here's the catch. Once I put this link in here, it is live and you need to go straight to checkout. Don't put it in your cart, because if you put it in a cart and you like sit on it thinking, oh, it's in my cart, it's protected, I'll just wait till I get more items, somebody can go in and grab it. Save your items, save yourself. So there is the first item, and those go through quickly. Like you get those before I'm even talking, I think. Confirm with me that you are getting the link before I even tell you about it, I think most of the time. Okay, so that is your first one. And let me go back up here. Just in case you're wondering the size, you can kind of see from the way holding it, but in case you're curious, I can tell you too, we can measure it here. So it's approximately, I'm going to say just shy of 2 inches by 2 inches total. Just shy, just gives you an idea. So, in case you have a reason that you need to know specifically, there's that for you. All right. So that is the first item. I'm going to go pretty quick because if we want to do this today, I have something fun. But if you have any questions, if you need me to zoom in or look any closer at items, but look at that sweet little face. Now, how I would style this, the way I generally style most everything, I wear a brooch almost with everything. I will find a way to wear a brooch. The only time I really, it's funny because I don't usually, well, I guess I mostly do. I try not to wear a lot of jewelry on the shows because I'm usually trying it on and then it gets, gets caught up in each other. So I try to not wear a lot, which is hard for me. I think it was Linda that said, "Can you take your jewelry off?" No, but I get it. I do. I understand. So I try not to. And ladies that may be wondering, these are the earrings that went in the free gift on um, Thursday. And they're surprises for everyone. Okay, so I do free giveaways on Thursdays. And the way it works, and I will do better at remembering to include everyone in the drawing. I do a drawing on Thursday for those that just purchased on Thursday. Then I do a separate drawing for those that purchased Tuesday and Wednesday because I am live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 3 to 5 p.m. Central. I am going to set an alarm to add everyone at the end of a show so I know you get into the drawing. And then I will set an alarm on Thursday when it's time to do the drawing so that we don't go over and people are waiting and they, I get that. I'm going to pull this one now, the hummingbird. You know what? I said his eye was green, didn't I? I think I was kidding. Do you guys see blue or green? I see green from where I'm at. It's blue. It's like blue sapphire. It's blue. Don't listen to me. It's blue. I'm not sure why it looks green from here. And in my head, it was green. So we have a blue rhinestone in there for that. This Thursday, though, I'm going to start the show early and it's going to end early because I have my granddaughter's soccer tournament. And there's one thing in the world I am not missing, and that's my grandkids' games. I will not. If I can walk, crawl, I don't care what it takes. I will get to my grandkids' games. It brings me so much joy. And I know as a kid, I didn't have that support. So I want to make sure that Felicia, my daughter, said it best. I'm breaking the cycle. And that's what I want to do. I want to be that grandma that they can count on. And that's there. Anyway, so I won't be Thursday. The show is already scheduled. You can save it it's already in YouTube scheduled for noon on Thursday, noon Central Time. No, it's not ideal. I know most people are on later, but I made a commitment, 90 days. I will do a show 3 days a week for 90 days and see how that goes. Okay, this item, these are signed as well. Let's see. Thank you. Did you guys see green or blue on your side? I'm curious. From my side, I saw green. And I've seen this, I don't know how many times. I think I've taken pictures of it, but I've taken pictures of a lot of things. There's a lot of pictures going on in my life. Okay, these are the vintage. I'm not sure if I say this, I'm not going to say this correctly, but this is Michelou, Michell. I'll put it in the chat. And these are, I believe in if you can make it work. You know what I mean? Like if you have work, you saw green? Thank you. Thank you. I feel so validated now. I appreciate it. Okay, these are the Michelou. I don't know. I'm sure that I am butchering that. I should have done the Google, help me pronounce, but I didn't. And here we go. These are, I'm going to just tell you the price right off. These are $25. And I'm not, let me see, let me copy. but I'll just see because I lowered these and I don't remember how much. So these were 45. Okay, so these were 45. I lowered them down to 25. And just as a check-in on the hummingbird, let me go back up. So the hummingbird was 48 and I have it for 34 today. Now these items eventually will get listed back onto reserved grace for those original prices. I love it, Maria. It makes such a difference. It does. As a grandma and as a mom, I try to, just if we just do better, like not to say there's any judgment or, on parenting, but in previous generations, but if we can just kind of take it up a notch, but not be a helicopter parent, but yeah, I love being a grandma. It's my favorite thing. Okay, so what was I going to tell you about these? Okay, so these were originally, what did I say? I think that I said these were originally 45. I'm doing them for 25 today. Let me show them to you. These are absolutely beautiful. These are substantial too. These are not just like, these are not flimsy by any stretch of the imagination. These are very elegant. You have your faux pearl wrap around here. It has almost like a twirl, like the word I want to use is like a whirly bird. Do you know what I mean? Like, let me put this down here and see if that works okay today. Almost when you're wearing it, because of the movement, it tends to have that little swivel, which draws the light and the attention. So you have the sparkle. Let's get it in there where it's not seeing me. So you have sparkle, you have the pearl. They're just a very elegant statement earring. And these are clip-on. Nice clip on these. And if you've never purchased from me before, please know that I am very meticulous about the items. If it comes from a lot and I sell it directly like I did all last week, it's a little bit shakier. It's not as I can't guarantee it's like when I do a show like this. But you can see I take a lot of care in making sure that the items that make it onto reserved grace are, and there's your maker's mark down at the bottom, right there. Anyway, so these are 25 and I'm going to put the link in here right now. Like I said, these were 45 and these were 45 last week, which was also a drop from comps. But I really want to move some things out and I want you guys to get these wonderful items because you're going to have the right outfit for this. And again, that right outfit does not have to be super dressed up. I like, if I wasn't wearing these would work. By the way, it says I'm here for the cocktails. All right, I'm here for the cocktails. I think that's what it says. Is that what I'm wearing today? Here for the cocktails. Yes, I am. Okay, so give you an idea on the length on those and the movement. Very, very pretty earrings. 25, and the link is live right now for you. And I'm going to let that go for just a second. And then we will move on. Very, very beautiful. Not a brand that I was able to find anything per se about. So I don't know, maybe it was just a small boutique brand, but let's see. Maria says women in the 19th century wore pearls to bring a glow to their face. They didn't have highlights back then. I love that. Angie, I'm making freezer strawberry jam. Marilyn says, Angie, I'm making freezer strawberry jam, so I will be in the kitchen for a bit, but I can hear you. Perfect, Marilyn. Perfect. I love to know if I am like that background entertainment. I really do. I'm here to just, I'm here for it. I take advantage of that from a lot of people. So if I can pay it forward. And I am so curious. You guys have made things like cheesecakes and cookies and breads and now jam. I feel like my domestic side is lacking. Is lacking. Okay, I'm going to move these aside. If you decide that you want those, the link is right there. And just let me know. You can just go right in and purchase. You don't have to tell me anything. I can find it out. I just need to know to pull it when you purchase. But hopefully I'll get a notification. Let me turn the notifications on because I turned the sound off. There we go. Okay, because it's interesting. Okay. Uh, okay, next up, let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to show something just a little. I haven't shown this one yet. Thank you guys for being here. Please, 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 if you're so inclined and you find that you may want to find us again, Reserved Grace, hit the subscribe button. All it does is it reminds you that, but also turn on the notification bell. Strawberry jam sounds so refreshing right now. But that just lets you know that if I'm coming, when I'm coming live, if I have a new video coming out or something like that, you're not going to get blasted. Uh, and as you know, most of YouTube these days, they're going to send you what they think you want. So chances are I may come back up in your rotation, even if you're like, I can't really take this girl. But anyway, just letting you know, we would love to have the subscribe, the likes. We have 12 likes, you guys. That is amazing. Thank you so, so much. I just love that. Thank you. That makes my day. Really does. Okay. Do we have a teacher? I know we're almost like, it's like this week is the end last week for most kids. But if you know a teacher or have a teacher in your life, or if you just like apples, this is vintage. And I believe this is Avon. I would have to double check. Um, I've had conflicting, like, I think it said Avon, but I'm not going to swear to it. I think it might be right there. But anyway, regardless of that, the chain, so all in beautiful condition. I have sold this same pendant and chain, I think 3 times. Not this, like not this one, but this particular style 3 times. It is definitely, when I find it, I grab it again because it has been one of my top sellers. So let me grab the information on that one. I just haven't put it into the show yet, which I thought was a shame because school season's almost over. And I think that's primarily where they went, is to teachers. So let me get this one for you. This is the Apple pendant. I think I took Avon off of the listing. Let's see. But here's title. So Cosmic Unicorn says, my domestic skills are in the cleaning space. My baking and cooking skills could get me through an apocalypse, maybe, but that's about it. Oh, I get that. I am not, I used to be very domestic. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up. In my head, I want to think that I was. I don't think I was. I enjoy working. I enjoy working more than I enjoy being domestic. Okay, there's the link for the Apple. However, I used to be able to cook, and then I met Jake, and he does all the cooking, and I haven't cooked in don't get me lying, I don't know, somewhere around December of 18. And yeah, it's just, why cook when he's so good? And, so anyway, I used to cook. I do. More than I do now. I think I would be lost in the kitchen right now if I tried to cook. Okay, so that is your Apple pendant. I didn't even tell you how much that one is. That is $12. It was originally, what did I bring that down from? From 15. I think I might have had a little bit more at one time, but it is $12 today. And there we go on that one. It is really, really pretty. God bless a man who can cook. No kidding. So the first time I had Jake come over for us, it was a test. So I paint occasionally, and so I had him over just to paint. He was like, "I like the way I like your paintings," and so I said, "Well, come over and paint with me." Well, it was really just to see. We knew each other though, just so you know, we knew each other professionally before then. And if he's watching this, if he ever says that I friended him on Facebook, it's not true. There's no evidence of it. He friended me. And anyway, so he came over and I thought, well, I'll cook him dinner. I was so nervous because he's a cook. He cooks. And so what I do, I went to Central Market and got everything. I didn't cook myself. But why go through that torment? All right, I am going, and you know he's a barbecue champion. He has a grand champion, and he's pretty spectacular. $12. All right, congratulations. His mama did raise him right. Yes, he did. She did. And his dad, he was raised right for sure. All right, thank you so much. I'm not sure who grabbed that, but I'm going to put it in a bag. I'm going to set it aside for you to put it in your bag when I figure out who that is. And I appreciate it. So for those that aren't aware, the way it works is once you get an item, I will put it in a little bag. You can't see down there because I've got me a little tiny. I put it in a bag with your name on it, and your items will accumulate during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then so I can just grab your little bag and do your pack out, your shipping on Friday or Saturday morning, depending on. Okay, so I shoot for Friday. If we don't have a lot of invoices to do, I can do it by Friday. Okay, so let me know who purchased this. Otherwise, I will just set it aside and I will find out when the show closes. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That is a steal. It's a good one. Let's go to the next item. Let me close out these other ones that we didn't do. Next one I'm going to pick is, let's see, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do a Monet. This is a 1980s jet black faceted glass and rhinestone necklace. I'll put that in the chat for you right here while we're doing that. This one I haven't shown either. This one has been in waiting to get listed again on Reserved Grace, and hasn't made it to there yet. So I thought I would bring it out for you today. Okay. Maria. Oh my goodness. Jake is, I know that I'm very, very lucky in that department, but I got to read this out loud. So Maria says, my guy can grill an awesome steak. Other than that, I like my teeth in my mouth. Yes, I get that. Oh my gosh. It worked, Jenny. Congratulations, you guys. Jenny got her international. She was able to do it herself, which is the first time in a month. So, Jenny, you now have freedom to roam about Reserved Grace freely. I love it. Let me put it in your bag for you. So, that is the first time we've been able to do international shipping. And I am super excited because every week, you know what I do, Jenny? I've been setting your things aside and I write, little notes and I put with them. But occasionally I'm like, what did I write on this note? So I go back and I look at the videos. I've watched my own videos more than I want to. Let's just say that. All right, I have your first item here for you. Thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate it. I can tell you, I've watched them a few times. So that's funny. I love. You guys have the best. You make me laugh in a good way. In a good way. Okay, this is, what did I say this is? This is Monet 1980s jet black faceted glass and rhinestone necklace. Not sure if I had it somewhere in the notes that this was a book piece, but I did not verify before we went on the show today. So, but let me just kind of give it a little shush here. You get fingerprints on it and, all those things. But I wanted you to see, look at the faceting on this. And it's subtle rhinestone. So it's not like super blinged out that you'd have to only be able to wear this for a special occasion. But I think the real treasure and beauty in here, one, I love the clasp. Nice finish on the toggle clasp, but also the rhinestone finish around here and your two links leading to it. Just it's such a nice finish. And the chain. Look at this delicate multi-strand chain. It just, all the things that lead to this are so classy. I'm just going to say it. I think it's classy. I'll show you on, let's do it on a white, and then I'll show you with the front camera. Let's get this here for you. And that gives you an idea. If I stay out of it, There we go. You can see the sparkle that comes from the faceting on the jet black stones. And an easy piece. I can measure this for you as well. One that I think that I would wear probably fairly often because of the chain, just because it has that good mix. It's not super like um, super formal, I guess is what I'm looking for. It's not super formal. It is very crossover. You know, that's something you maybe if you travel, you can dress it up, dress it down. Let me do a measurement on this for you. Let's see. So I'm going to go from the center of the toggle over. It's about 18 inches, maybe just slightly over, but conservatively it's 18 inches. I'll show you on, get an idea for me. That would be if the toggle was closed. So you know, see that would look good with this, right? Simple. This is basically a t-shirt with just some, it's actually embroidered. I wasn't sure if it's screen printed, but just a nice, and has a little bit of sparkle, but not much. And then the chain just really makes it kind of balances out. So it's not too fancy. Not that anything's wrong with fancy, but I know we're not looking for something to wear fancy all the time. Okay, so that one, as I'm shedding all over the place, you guys. Let's see. That I put there, that is $28. It was $40 when it was listed originally on Reserved Grace. But I told you I was going to do some deep discounts today, and I am. So here is, this is for the Monet necklace. And I had it on Reserve Grace Live. So it was a vintage Monet 1980s jet black faceted glass and rhinestone silver tone necklace. And did I actually have the full listing on this one? No, I didn't yet. Okay. So there's that. Okay, Jenny, don't lose it. Don't you lose your place. We're here for you, though. Me that usually gets knocked out. So Jenny's in Sweden, and she unfortunately has the biggest lag of all of us. So there's this one. I'm going to give it another second. Set this here. I'm going to decide on the next one that I want to bring up. Zoom that out a little bit. Okay, so let me see. I know we did this one before. I think it's real. I just want to revisit this one as well. We're going to bring that one up. All right. I am taking this one down. This is the Monet 1980s jet black and rhinestone. Well, that was quick. Welcome back, Jenny. We missed you, by the way. We missed you. I feel like it's like my with Belle, my dog. I walk out of the room and come back, and she's like, "Oh my God, where have you been? Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you." Which you get. I mean, that's what the joy of a dog is, right? It's one of the joys. That didn't take long, Jenny. That's pretty funny. Okay, and you found us right away because you're subscribed, and you probably hit the notification bell too. Okay, let's do this next one. This is also Crements. I always think I'm saying Kermit. Crements or Crements. This is a 1950s to 1960s silver tone and rhinestone cuff. Here's this one, and this one is, what did I say this is? 35. Let me look. Yeah, 35 on this one. I don't think I liked the wood. The wood's out of the way. And let's see. Marilyn, are you done? Marilyn, are you done with jam? I'd be in there for another, I don't know. No matter what it was, I couldn't be done that fast. I wish I could say send me some, but I don't think it'll make it to Texas. Okay, this is $35 for, that is not the link. That is just to let you know. This is the next item. This is, oh, yes, I have the new handy dandy cuff measurers from that sweet girl in, she in California, San Diego. San Diego. I don't think I need to do it with that one. I can do it with the round one. Let's see. So this is, there we go. This is right at 6 3/4. Let me see how it does on this one. So a little bit less on this one, 6.5 to 6 3/4. This is designed for, you know, the cuffs that are oval. I would say that's not quite, it's not really oval. So I'm going to say that's right at 6.5, 6 3/4. And let me show you this one on. There is some bend to it. So let me move some things out of the way. Now I did show this one before early on when I came back. Do you see the little slight sparkle right there, the rhinestone? And like I said, this is Kremitz. This is a very nice high-end vintage maker, designer. And they're the ones that I said on the hummingbird. You have to look on the pin to find the name. On here, it is right, if you can do it right, oh, right there, right there. All right, so I think that really, again, I'm looking for pieces that I can dress up, that I could stack, because this does come around enough that you could stack bangles with it and it not be weird. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes if you put too much, if you put cuffs with bangles, it's a weird look. You could with this one, or you could even do it with maybe tennis bracelets. Let's see how that looks over there. It is a very, very pretty cuff. It really is. It's one of, I think it's just classy, and that looks pretty together. Okay, so that is your, we're going to do your link on this one. This is as low as this one's ever going to be. Here we go. That one is live right now. Make sure that that's, double check it on my side. Yep, that is it. That is live. There we go. All right. Very, very pretty. I like it has the right amount of sparkle, but it's not over the top. Very, very well made. Very pretty. She's a pretty one. Again, something you could wear often. You will get compliments on and not feel you're overdressed. However, you could dress it up depending on how you wear it. Maybe I'll just leave it. That is so pretty. Even looking from a distance, look how pretty that is. Such a lovely piece. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one. So that was the second Kremitz that we had. I am going to go to, let's see. Okay, the apple was back. Oh, this is your bag for your apple, Jenny. Okay, that's for the bracelet I'm wearing. Let me go to the next one. Now, I did bring back one of the premier vintage pieces. For me, I think this is one of the premier pieces that I've had in a show. I just love this. I am determined that somebody is going to find this in their life and they're not going to be able to let it go. Not going to be able to pass this up. I will show it to you from the front in just a second on the body form. I will put some information in here for you. So this is the Art Deco in blue. I have the green one back, if you remember the green one. And let's get that. There's that. And this one is, I'll just put it in here. It is $125. This is one of those collector. This is truly spectacular, beautiful. There it is, the live show. This is the Art Deco necklace blue. You have your blue glass. It is just a work of art. This really speaks to, look at the little rhinestones that you have, the faceting that has color. And look at that, Roman details there. Tassel, it's just very, very well made. Now, I have not touched this. Yeah, this is a pretty one. I haven't touched this, meaning I will not clean this because I mean, other than if it was really gross, right? Unless it had some, something on it. Pieces like this, I do not touch unless it's to maybe polish up the glass a little bit, just to do it a little bit because fingerprints or what have you. But I like it to have that natural patina. And let me show you on the front on this one. This is a piece that I would say is, I'm going to say collectors, but you really, if this is your style aesthetic or you're looking for that special piece, this is definitely right up there, I would think. Wrong camera. Hold on. There we go. Let's see if you can see that a little bit better if I stay out of it. Stay out of it. I don't know if it's gonna keep trying to find me, but you can get an idea. There we go. You can get an idea on the length and how it lays. There's your back on this. I'm looking at, there we go. I'm looking at the camera to see my delay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this one just happens to be a favorite of mine. And I'm trying not to keep it. Okay, so there we go on this one. You definitely have a one-of-a-kind piece that has been crafted. Look at that. You know that this has been lovingly made, and generations have worn this. And just think of all the parties or the wonderful places this has been. Who wore this? Okay, I'm going to put the link in there for this one. And let's go on here. Copy. There we go. Definitely one of those pieces that if you see this, and this is your thing, this is your style, you will fall in love with it. And someday I'm going to have this on here and somebody's going to be like, "Oh my god, I have to have that. That is so me." And it is definitely so me. I just can't so me all of them. That's kind of how I have to look at it. And I want someone to enjoy this in their life. I want this to go to a good home and to go out and see wonderful adventures and have some fun and people to compliment you on it. So I'm gonna let this sit for just a second while I get out the green one. We'll just go to the green one and we'll have the two next to each other. All right, let's see. So they're nothing alike, by the way. Nothing alike. And this is more Art Nouveau than it is Art Deco, but it came to me from who I bought it from, and they had them listed as Art Deco. And so I just left it that way. But I don't really feel like I really don't feel like it is. Let me do the clasp for you. Okay, let's look at this one real quick. Did I check this bead? I checked this bead, didn't I, last time? I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. I just because of the glow, just from the natural glow of the bead there. Congratulations on the Cremence bracelet, I believe, the one that I'm wearing. I'm going to have to take it off. You're going to make me take it off. Congratulations too. If you'll let me know in the chat, I appreciate it. Now look at the glow from this one. And this is a milky mint green. Look at the swirl. If you can see the swirl from the back, so in the glass here, you can see the craftsmanship. That gives it that soft, milky kind of the reflection here. You see the different variances. But look at this work in the flowers and the leaves all the way around, held on by these beautiful leaf settings here and the drop on this. Just romantic and beautiful. There's just a lot to say for this one. And let me show you the beads going up. Look how they're individually set. Look at just the craftsmanship of what we used to get back in the day. We before me, way before me, but we don't get this unless we're finding pieces like this. We're really not that it's affordable, at least. I have to say, not that I feel like I could afford. And I look at a lot of jewelry, and I have not found anything like this, honestly. But let me show you this from the front. Let me take the blue out of the way just so you can kind of let me go to a. There we go. So that definitely, and it's a big decision. It is a big decision. I'm going to put the blue on this one. It depends on, like I've told you, I collect cobalt. I think I'll put the green will look so good on this black. Oh, that would look so good together on it with a black outfit. That's pretty. Well, that and that green, oh my gosh, that stone, it just glows. And we're going to put the blue over here. Let's see. Let's take a vote. It's going to be a little bit blurry. I'm trying to move. I will try and get out of the background. Hopefully you'll be able to get these. Which is your favorite? Which one do you see yourself wearing? There is your green. Let's see, I can't tell if we're getting close. I wish I could see in the replay or over on my side, but we're just gonna have to go with that. There we go. Jenny, thank you so much. I will put that in your bag for you. I will take her off. I am so glad you got her. It's absolutely beautiful. So look at the profile on this one as well. You do have a little bit more depth. It's a little bit, obviously you have a little bit more to this one as far as substantial, more craftsmanship. You have the tassel, the whole thing, but they are both spectacular in their own way. This one has a lot more work in the fine detail all along in there, the prong setting. Beautiful bracelet is going to go to Jenny. I'm going to put this in her bag for her. Let me post these for you. So each one of these, I think, let me do the link. Let me do the link for the blue. So here, let's try this one more time. I have, close all these out. This is the blue. I'll put it right under each other. So 125, this is the blue. There's the title, and I'll put the link right below it so they can stay together. And that is your blue. And here is the green. I will find it. Yes. Green. Also 125. And the link for the green is right here. And there we go. All right, those should work for you. If there's any problem, let me know. Both 125. It was hard to say which would be more, less, they each have their own value, I guess you could say. Definitely one of a kind pieces and statements that, yeah, they're special. I know. Let me measure just because I haven't. Let me do this in a sec. So the green is right at 17. The drop on the green is, oh, my little mat's over here. Let me show you. Let's move that. Go to here. See if it's in, nope. There we go. In case you wonder, I have to be on this side so that I always have sound. It's tied to the microphone, just so you know, in case you see me doing a flipping around, like why I flip around a lot. There's a reason. Okay, so the pendant on this from top to the bottom drop is bottom drop. Let me make sure. Right at 3 inches. Oh, you guys can't see that, but there you go. Right at 3 inches and about an inch wide. So right just shy of 3. and an inch wide. That's the green. And it's about 17 inches. And for the blue, it is also a little bit, well, not much more. It's about almost 18 inches. And let's look here. So it's about 2 inches wide and about, is that 5 inches for the total drop. All right. I'm going to set those aside. I know that somebody's going to come in one day, and actually I need to put it back on reserved grace. I got more pictures of it, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to, oh, here is your bracelet. Jenny, I'm going to put that away for you. Put that in your bag. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're able to just have your autonomy to be able to do that for yourself. It's going to make our lives easier. And I appreciate your patience on that. Okay, anyway, so like I said, I feel like it's going to, yeah, it needs to go on reserve. They both need to go on reserve grace. I have the pictures now. So there's that one, and there is the blue. And next, let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing on time? Okay, let me go to, let me see. This is a little bit different for me. I don't do a lot of Sarah Coventry. Oh, Marilyn just bought the green. I didn't get the ding yet. That's exciting. Oh, Marilyn, I'm so excited for you. I am so excited. I am so beyond. Like, I can't even tell you. You would think that, like, but I am more excited about anything that it gets to go out into the world. And I know going to a beautiful new home. Thank you so much. I have it here for you. I'm going to put it right into your bag. Congratulations, Marilyn. I'm so excited. I feel so good about that. Oh, and there goes your bag. Let me get that. Hold on. Let me do my calisthenics. I started back to Pilates yesterday. So I might be a little stiff over the next couple of weeks or so as I'm getting back into it. I'm moaning and groaning. Marilyn, she's in your bag for you. Thank you so, so much. And congratulations. I think you're just gonna love her. Yay! So I won't be listing her. I could have bet, though. I really honestly could have bet that the blue was going to go first, but that's because I'm partial. I know that I'm partial. Yay! I love it. Yay! Yay, Jim. Okay, so this is Sarah Coventry. And why do I say it's kind of a departure for me? I don't know. I don't know. I don't do a lot. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I do have my fair share of Sarah Coventry. This one is a book piece. And I've had her before listed on reserved grace. She didn't make it over in the crossover, so she's been, yay. Now you have to send like lots of love, and when you wear her, think positive, all the positive vibes and all the things I'm sending with it. Okay, so this is Sarah Coventry. It is a book piece. I will put a link for this one. It is a beautiful, beautiful brooch. And here is the title on this one. You're very welcome. This one is, let me get the information up here. So right now it is 29. And let's see, it was 38. So, which is right at comps when I had it listed over there. So let me see, 29. That's the Sarah Coventry. And I will just go ahead and put the link right now. If you do comps on this one, this should be well below what you'll find. And there are a few out there. However, just want you to keep in mind, you can see the quality here. I love, who was it? Maria, or maybe it was maybe it was all of us. We were talking about green and pink together, or green and purple together. So here we have our green, our pink, and our purple with this synthetic or faux opal cabochon in the middle. And this is an enhancer or a slide as well as a brooch There's your Sarah Coventry right there. What you're seeing right there is a little bit of the glue from the cabochon right there. Nothing to worry about. It's that it's the, it's actually probably the gold leaf in here that's showing through. And there are your details on it. All of your rhinestones are set, sparkle, faceted, very pretty piece. And like I said, this one was on reserved grace originally for 38. It is now 29. The new member discount code. Oh, I guess I should send that to you, huh? Let's get that for you. So the new member discount code is for pre-purchase, for the pre-sale. I'm happy to share it with you today because you joined during the show. I can email it to you, and but that's reserved for the pre-show discount. But I'll send it because I can. I know people, and I can do it. Give me 1 second. It is. Otherwise, what you'll find is tomorrow before the show, you'll see listings in the member chat, and I'll put the discount code. I think I put it almost every time. Actually, can you go into the member chat right now? Let me see. If you're looking at the channel right now, and you can go into, okay, good. All right, it's in there. I just realized you can actually access it already. So you should have everything you can get caught up and read in there. And there we go. This one is Sarah Coventry. It is a book piece. It is, why do I keep forgetting the price? Today is 29. It was 38. I am going to let this sit for just 1 second while I get to the next one. That's as close as I can go. Let me see. Okay, I had one that's really different. Very, very different that I haven't done on here yet. And it's one of my oldest pieces that I have. Or it's been with me the longest, I think is the best way to say it. Okay, thank you, Maria. Maria says that, yes, she put it in every time. I try to be consistent. If I can get on routines with things, it's much better. What is that book? On habits. But it's things that are linked with each other. Like if you do this, then you do that. When I get my coffee in the morning, I write a little gratitude note, and it goes into a little container by my coffee maker. So I just have these routines and habits. So that's how I stay on it. All the tricks and tips and I don't know, whatever. Put what where? I don't know what I put. In the member chat. Marilyn, have you been going to the member chat? I just realized that. You've been going into the member chat to see the items when I post them before they go live, right? So before I go live, the members get a preview of what I have at that moment that's up, that'll be in the show. You get to early purchase and use the discount code that I put in there as well. So let me know. I'm thinking you've been there. It is for members only, and it would be in the community chat. They'll say membership, I believe. You guys can direct from your side. It always looks a little bit, yeah, if you look under membership, it should be right there. Along with the loyalty badges and all your perks. The only thing I haven't added to that is the expedited shipping, because I'm reserving that for potentially only being for the founding members, the first 10. I'm not committing to it for everyone yet. I agree with you. I mean, not that I don't, you know what? I think there are certain things that just don't don't show well in just a photo. That's why I think live shows are so key, because you can see all the details in different angles. You can see the movement. You can see the sparkle. Like I wouldn't have seen those details in just a picture, because I've seen lots of pictures of this piece. And as much as I love doing photography and getting close up in details, you really can't get too close. I love macro photography, but if I did real macro on all these pieces, you guys would never buy a piece, because you see all the little things that make it look like it has character that will look like flaws. So just so you know, where is the member chat? Okay, Marilyn, if you look You're looking at the dashboard right now. Let me see. Let me close over here and see if I can see how to do it on this side. You're going to see there's tabs on my channel, on the Reserved Grace channel, that say things like home, videos, shorts, live, playlists, posts, and membership. So under posts, under posts for members only, you will see all the things we're talking about. Just kind of click around and see. You'll also see that you don't see a discount code in the member section. It's going to be, well, it's not in under the note. It's going to be in one of the things that I posted today. Let me find it here real quick. Where is it? I put it in. Oh, you have to click on more. So it's a post that I sent to members only 5 hours ago, and that is. Just to remind you, early access to get added benefit of 20% discount during the pre-show window. So here, I'm going to copy this for you. I will send it to you in an email because I think my email is open, and let's see. There you go. Okay, that's ready for you. You should get an email from me with that. And I know I did a lot of chatting today. Sorry. It's the one that starts with, I'm running a little behind today. I'm getting the show items ready. I was doing international people, but anyway, I was running a little bit behind, and I got to as close as 1 o'clock as possible. I try to get, that's another thing I'm leaving up to decision, whether I'm going to do an hour or stick with 2 hours. I thought 2 hours would be easy. Turns out 2 hours is a long time before the show actually starts. So I know the read more gets me every time. I get it. No, you're good. You're fine. I am here to take care of you. So this is Sarah Coventry. This is the book piece. I am going to move on with this one. If you're interested, it is there for you. Like Jenny said, it's one of those pieces that if you didn't see it live, you may have overlooked it. And there's quite a few of these listings. So I keep that in mind when I do pricing. Now this one is a one of a kind. Well, no, I take that back. There's one more. It is on Etsy. And it's a little bit different, but let me tell you about this one. Let me go ahead and open this up real quick. All right, there we go. Now this one is fully intact. Let me set that there so you can see this really is a dagger. And while you're looking at that, feel free to get a screen capture, what have you. I am going to get the information on it. This is a vintage sterling silver and lapis lazuli ornamental dagger, not to be used as anything other than as a ornament of decoration, brooch, and style and fashion. Please, please, please. I can't say all the other words that you cannot use it for, but it is for ornamental purposes. This is the lapis lazuli. It was on Reserved Grace for $131, and today only, because it was live, or it was ready to be live. I took it down for today because it's special. I just thought, why not throw this in here? This is $99 today, was $131, and here is your link. If this is your thing, if this has any interest to you, this is spectacular, and I will show you up close right here. Not a piece that I have not touched, meaning I have not tried to polish. I'm not going to polish or do anything to this. If you decide somebody gets this and they want to do that, yes, have at it. It is very, I would say, rough. You know what I mean? It's not a very fine and it's not very refined in its construction, but I think that gives it its charm. And so there is your dagger. Let me let you see the stone pretty close. There is a little, can you see it? I mean, I know you can. You can see the pin. Let me get it. Let me get where it can focus. Today. Today. Come on. Okay, there is a pinhole right in the stone right there. Not sure. I mean, it's natural. It is a natural element to the stone. It is carved lapis lazuli and it is open in the back. So it's not covered. So it's, you can see the true stone here. And here is, let me put this in here. So there it goes right into there. And there is the cover for it. I can go up just a little bit more to get more of the detail at once. And I can measure this for you as well. Do you see the details? It is a very unique letter opener. Yes, it is. It is very unique. I when I go into and I talk to buyers and I talk to if you can look at how this is right up here, it's almost like a cobra, how it comes out on either side and a crest. Then you have your vine going down here. It's just, and it has just such a statement. When I go in and I went to a new place this over the weekend, and I always go in and I start with, what is your most unique piece? And that's what I want to start with. I like unique and different. There's your sterling right there. When it was sterling and not 925. All right, let me close that back up and let me see if I have the write up on this one, what I wrote. So yes, this is vintage 925 sterling and lapis lazuli. Make sure I'm in the picture while I do this. Um, da, 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 da. Dagger, okay, it's a ornamental sheath and dagger is a fun pin and an intriguing conversation piece. The sheath features raised element designs on the front and is stamped sterling on the back. Is attached to the dagger with the Figaro style chain. The dagger is adorned with carved lapis lazuli stone at the top, adding a touch of elegance and uniqueness. So the material is 925 and lapis lazuli. It measures 3.5 by 1, 3.5 inches by 1 inch with the Figaro style chain still attached. And that is this one. The stone is carved. Let me see if I can get close enough so you can see. There we go. So you can see a little bit more if I do that. You can see the carving on there. I'm not sure what I see and I don't know. What I see is probably not what it really is, but just wanted to show you. That's about the size, the top there. Look at my nails need to be done, but there you go. Okay, had to show you that because I haven't shown you anything really like that out of my collection so far. Okay, and I'm going to put this one away again. 131 on sale today for the show only with free shipping is $99. Okay, love that. Love that. If Angie's going to go into a place to find something unique, those are the things I want to start with. Okay, let's see. We did that. We did that. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Let's see. Okay, this is another piece that is really discounted today for the show. And welcome in. My name is Angie. If we haven't met, I appreciate you being here. I'd love for you to meet some of the other ladies that are here in the chat. We have Marilyn in North Carolina. We have Maria in Pennsylvania. We have Misty in Florida. We have Jenny in Sweden. I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth. And we are Reserved Grace. Okay, let me get to this one. All right. This is a beautiful, beautiful brooch. That's okay, Marilyn. As long as you found it, I'm glad that you found it, and I apologize that you didn't know sooner. That's see, you're a founding member. You were one of the first to jump on, and all the little details. Now you get all the. Now you really get all the goodies. Okay. Um, let me make sure here. Okay, this one is. Let me find it. Uh-huh. Where is it? Um, oh, it's the very last one. Okay, this is my mind. Okay. And this one was okay, this was on reserved grace for $39.99. And when I say that, meaning that I used reserved grace was on a GoDaddy hosted site. I switched over to Shopify. In the transition, not everything made it as far as listings are live. I actually have 444 items that are about a quarter of them are live, not even a quarter. So 300 items are in draft state right now. Just so you know, the pricing that I have on reserve had on these original listings were very uh, fairly priced. I mean, I fairly price everything. As I'm bringing them over and showing them to you in the shows, I discount even more, at least 20% more than the lowest I've ever listed it. Just so you know, that's kind of how my methodology is. But yeah, methodology. So this one, going back, this is 24. I'll put this in the chat and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So there's that. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link in now, just because if I delay, I won't forget. It's just be there. It will be there already. So that is the link for this pin brooch right here. This is a gold tone blue rhinestone flower brooch. And add elegance to your outfit with this stunning vintage dark sapphire blue and aurora borealis rhinestone silver tone, gold tone, not silver tone, gold tone brooch. That's a fix. Okay. This beautiful brooch features dark sapphire. And I had to look. I'm like, please tell me I'm reading the right one. Okay, so sapphire blue and aurora borealis rhinestones measures 4 inches long and 2.5 inches across at its widest. It is a lovely floral design resembling a spray of flowers with gold tone branches. You can wear it horizontally or vertically, and to complement any ensemble. Okay, so you can wear it because this is one of those ones I played with for a while. This is marked. This is coral. This is coral. I did not know this. I don't have that in the listing that it's coral. I just saw it when I turned it over. Interesting. Let me look double check because there it is. Yep, there it is right there. If you can see it towards the bottom. Yep. Coral, there we go. We are all on a learning curve. We're doing this together. I appreciate it. That's what I say. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate the grace. Now, this does have a little bit more wear right here. This is an older piece and worth me listing and having it for you, even with a little bit of the wear right there on this piece. Again, it is coral. Let me double check this real quick now that I'm curious. Not sure why I didn't. Let's do this. Let me do a, not changing anything. I just want to see where I'm at in, go to find Google. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to do Google Lens. This is your tutorial if you've never looked at tutorial. Did you see all my notifications? I have a bunch of notifications, you guys. That is a lot. Okay. A little blurry, but let's see what we can get. Okay, so this is, let me put Coro in here. So I'm not finding this particular one right off the top. Okay. But just as a check-in, 79 for that one that you can't see because it's blurry. 99 for that one. I have this one today, and you have to, I mean, you have to love it. It's not something you just want because it's a great price, but just so you know, that's crazy. Well, I do have Coro in the original part of the title, vintage Coro. There we go. I did. I'm not crazy. I'm crazy on the price. But all that aside, it is $24 and it's a Coro. Oh my God. Okay. I would grab this now if you're interested, if this is something that you like. I'm going to tell you those on the replay. Oh, and by the way, for those on the replay, thank you for your orders. And Jenny, the time that we spent on sorting earrings was well spent. It was definitely time that was great because I got orders from some people here that are here today, and I got orders from other people that don't normally make it to the show. So that was great. They took advantage of the 3 for 15. That was fun. Okay, this will not be available for uh, 420 $24 after the show. I'm probably going to give this a few more minutes, but I'm going to honor. I mean, because I wanted it, but it's definitely needs to go back on the website. Just letting you know, being honest. But if somebody grabbed it today, I would not be heartbroken or, yeah, during the show. That is going aside. And please don't be afraid to buy it. I know people are like, well, she really liked it, so I don't want to buy it. No, 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 no. Buy it. It's not about that. It's not about that at all. I like them all. They're like children to me, a lot of them. Okay, guys, let me see. What time we have here? It is 4:34. We've got a little time. Let me see what we want to do. I want to run something by you let me see what I want to do. I'm going to give you a couple more items to show you what's here, and then we can decide what we're going to do. So I want to give you a preview of what I'm thinking. Okay. Let me move me out of the way. This is another one of those. Getting a little washed out with a lot of light here. Let me see. Ooh, let's add more light. You take that down just a little bit and see if we can get all of the aurora borealis on this one. And this one is you find it? What I should have done. Okay, this is also, which is not interesting. This is also Sarah Coventry. All right, this is going into the title's going into the chat, and this is. I think I should know that because I've sold this more than once. The same brooch or the same, yeah. So today it is $12, and it was 16 on the website. So let me write 12 in here. There's that, and I will put the link, and then we'll just go ahead and show it. Sarah Coventry, Bird of Paradise, Rhinestone, AB Rhinestone brooch. Okay, and let me tell you about this one. It's 2 Sarah Coventrys in one show. Unusual for me. Vintage Sarah Coventry, Bird of Paradise, Rhinestone brooch. Step into a world. Okay, these are the write-ups. Okay, step into a world of timeless elegance with our vintage Sarah Coventry, Bird of Paradise, Rhinestone brooch. Make sure I'm centered here. Okay. This exquisite piece, dating back to the mid-20th century, is a testament to the craftsmanship and design prowess of the renowned Sarah Coventry. The brooch features a stunning bird of paradise design, a symbol of joy, paradise, and renewal. Intricately crafted with shimmering rhinestones set in a high-quality metal base that reflects light beautifully with every movement. Now, measuring approximately 2 inches in length, this brooch is the perfect statement piece, eye-catching yet not overpowering. Whether you're a vintage jewelry collector or simply appreciate the charm of bygone eras, this brooch is a must-have addition to your collection. It's not just a piece of jewelry, it is a piece of history. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, good, Jenny. I thought it was fun too. I didn't want to stop. Apparently, you could tell. Jay got here when we were doing the earrings. Jenny's saying that she had fun. I did too. Um, when Jake got here with dinner, I was like, hold on, I don't want to stop. Okay, so this is the Sarah Coventry Bird of Paradise with these beautiful, beautiful AB rhinestones. The silver tone on this is flawless. Beautiful, beautiful piece. It will reflect the light, but it's also because it's almost monochromatic, it's not obnoxious in the way, like, say those things and people are probably like, are you saying that the other stuff is obnoxious? Well, it can be, but there's sometimes that over the top and obnoxious and statements would be a better word probably are what you're going for. I like that this is simple, clean, and beautiful. Um, you like the unboxings. Well, then let me get through this one because I want to show you what I think that I'm going to do tomorrow. Okay, $12 was on reserved grace for, I think I said 16. I do have the full listing, so it will go back on. Well, by the end of the week, it will be back on there at 16. So there's that. We're going to move along. You guys like the unboxings? Well, I can only do so many unboxings because I only get so much new stuff. But I have a solution for you. This one is going away. I hope I'm putting these back in the right SKUs. I will figure it out before they go back into their container. I really think that's the gist of it. The only other thing that I had was I had this Swan, the BSK Swan. I had that one, which I showed, oh, there we go, last week. And then I had the elephant cuff that I showed really early when I started getting back to doing shows. So this is the designer cuff. I got to remember the name. Let me get it out of, there's this one. So this is, I'll give you the details on this one really quick and then we'll go. Let me see. So this is, this is Courtney Peterson sterling silver and brass elephant cuff bracelet. And Courtney Peterson is known for creating nature-inspired jewelry, often using mixed metals like sterling silver and brass or copper. This particular bracelet is crafted from sterling silver and gold-toned elephant figures. Similar bracelets by Courtney Peterson featuring elephants is available for purchase with prices ranging from $120 to $296. This bracelet's design showcases detailed elephant figures, a signature element of Peterson's work, appealing to those who appreciate animal-themed or figural jewelry. And okay, so I had it for 75. God Lord. I had it for 75, and let me put this in the chat for you guys in case you are interested. We're going to copy that. This is for the elephant, and today, make sure I read that right. I did read that right. Okay, 75. I think that's what I did for when it debuted. It's going to be, let me get the link for it to go right in after. And here we go. 34 today. And there's the link for that one. The Swan, in case you are interested in, is by BSK Vintage, and it is it is 18 and it was 24. Okay, there is that. Let me move this tab. It's getting lost. Okay, there we go. That is your Swan. If you're interested, I can put the link in. I did not put the link in yet for the Swan, but this is the link for the designer. Sterling silver, gold tone or brass, copper, brass, not entirely sure. But you can see you have all of this one is artist signed, by the way, not just like, so that is artist signed right there. May even be dated, but oh, it's numbered. So I think I can't read it. Anyway, it's numbered. It is definitely for a collector who appreciates Courtney Peterson. Made in where? Made in, and then I will get to where I was going to get to. Oh, so it has a Courtney Peterson stamp, and it does have sterling and signature. That's all I can see for now. Okay. There's that one. Elephants go the right direction. And let me put this. I'm going to wear this for a little bit. Okay, this one is a little bit bigger on me as it is right now. The Crements bracelet fit a little more snug. Like my burns. But this is, since it's sterling silver, it is adjustable. I'm not going to do it right now because I want whoever to get it to be able to do that. But that one I'm going to go ahead and put aside. That is the last showing on that one, by the way. I will let that stay on the live. If you see this in replay and you're interested, I will leave this one for a little bit because I think that it needs to get some more exposure. Because there will be, I probably will put it down in the description as well, so we can get people who collect this designer. Okay. Do you want to see what I'm thinking of for the rest of the week? Okay, who's interested? I'm going to set this aside, and I will stand up for this. I'm going to show you. If you're interested, I'm just going to show you anyway. You know that. Okay. Go to. All right, here we go. This is heavy. I'm only going to get part of it. Okay. I mean, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. This is cool. I'm afraid to set it on that table, honestly. I am afraid to set it. I'm afraid to set it right here. I'm going to bring up that camera real quick for you so that you can see. Are you guys ready? Which one do I want to start with? There was another one down here too, by the way. I couldn't bring them all up. So these, okay, remember I've said, for those that don't know, I've been doing reselling for about 5 years now, and I've collected jewelry for a long time. Not selling too much of it, collecting it. But in my travels and in my world of reselling women's clothes, I came across a lot of jewelry that's not necessarily, I feel weird standing here, not necessarily vintage, kind of on the cusp or more contemporary, and I didn't feel it was a good fit for reserved grace. All of those things have been set aside in these totes. And all I've said on these, and I haven't looked at them for a long time, it just says, you can see that, I don't know if you can see, it says list right there. So I have these totes that say list because I was eventually going to list them on one of the reseller platforms. I'm not listing them on a resale platform. So they are going to go, they got to go somehow. And I can either package them up into bundles and sell them as lots, or I can do a hybrid of both. I can show some of them so you get an idea of what's here, and I can do lots because we would be here for a long time if I decided to just try and do these all at onesies, twosies, one at a time. I don't even remember what's in here. I just grabbed this today. I just grabbed it and thought I would go through and see what's here. So I have a lot of pieces that, I mean, there may be contemporary. This is probably like Coldwater Creek or something, but this is, let's see what we got here. Can't read it. This is Argento Vivo 10 karat gold over sterling silver and new with tags. Look at this beautiful dainty chain. And would have to look more on, there's a little, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful chain. So I've got lots of pieces in here that I thought if you wanted to, I'll give you still more of a overview, but I have everything from Brighton, Kendra Scott, Juicy Couture, vintage. I have those things too as well that just haven't found their place. If you know of anyone who is interested in these Napier Pride pins, I have several of them and I would love to get them to whomever they need to go to. And these would be, I mean, like I would do really, I would do really, really well. I mean, they would do really well on these if they wanted them. So there's probably 5 or 6 of them in here. I think there's 1 or 2 that are not still on the card. Okay, so let's see. This is just an overview to give you an idea of some of the things that are here. I don't even remember, but what is that? Okay, just very unique pieces. Some, let's see what we got going on here. But what are your thoughts of, that is Shell. Who is this? Okay, I would figure this out. Okay, there we go. Okay, I figured that out. Let me see. Give you an idea. Wow, that's really, actually, really, it's not fully straightened out, by the way, but I just want to give you an idea on this one. That is really pretty. I'm not sure who the maker is or anything, but it is really, really pretty. And that is Shell. Really pretty. Okay, so those kind of pieces in here, a bag or go, a bag of your stuff. You would be interested to purchase a bag. I would love to put together a bag. And I can put together several bags and we can do, if I do the bags, I won't be able to open them back up and show you what's in them. They would have to be like mystery bags. That's a designer. I just have to go back and look. All of the pieces that are in here, I have decided are worth. Let me show you something. Let me put this another one up here for you get an idea. While I do that, oh God, these are, I got to move this one. I can't put them both up there. They are, no joke, that heavy. Okay, here's another one for you to look at. I'm going to go show you something else. So you can see I have SKUs on them from when they were listed on another platform. How did that make it in there? I have no idea. Look at that. Okay. There are some pieces in here, like, okay. Yeah, this one, I'm going to say is a mix of things that didn't make it to, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in this one. Okay. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Some of these got put in here they're not supposed to be, but they have the SKUs on them. I know for sure they're not in here, but those are there. Let me go grab something and show you what I was talking about that didn't make it into those. Just hear all the noise. When people watch these replays, they're probably like, "Oh my God, what is she doing?" Even you guys are asking the same thing right now. But this is so heavy. Jewelry is not light, and I have a tight space to squeeze. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, okay. let me show you this. Okay, just on this one, just see, this is Coach. This is really Coach. And little Coach, like ID holder. Is that another bindi? Oh, I thought that was another bindi necklace. Murano. These I cared enough to split them into bags so they wouldn't get messed up. Okay, there's that. I think I need to go through these and I need to call out. Okay, let me show you this one and then I'm probably, okay. These bags. Okay, I'm going to show you from a distance here. I have all different sizes, all different kinds of mixes of, so I will throw in these boxes. Let me turn the top one up on again. All right. I will throw things like this box. I've just thrown things in, and then I will go through and I'll put them into actual bags. So let's see. There we go. Let me zoom out so you can see the scale of this. There's quite a bit in there. Yeah, Murano glass is good. There's all kinds of things in here. I honestly, it's been so long. I don't even know what I have in here anymore. But these are pieces that as I go through, I think, okay, there's something, just a little something on here that doesn't fit for what I had in mind for Reserve Grace. It goes into this bag. There's some stones in here. And okay, so there's that. If they ended up here, well, Marilyn, let's look real quick before you wanted a really big chain, Marilyn? I found the one that the model was wearing. If the model had been wearing one, this is the one she would have been wearing. Let me go to the front. Oh no. Let me see. I think I just turned off my own screen. Let me go to the front for you. There's your chain, Marilyn. That's the chain that the model was wearing. Right, you guys? Am I right? Do you remember? There's your chain. Marilyn, I'm going to keep this for you. I don't know how that made it into there. You said you wanted a bag. I think that one is at least set aside for you. Actually, it's really cute. Okay. So they're not bad pieces. They're just like, if you look at the levels, right? Actually, I'm really going to set this aside. I'll put this with all the beautiful crystal. So they're just different, I would say, layers, levels of what's here. And go to, there we go. There's all kinds of random things. Okay, so these are the big bags that I consider findings. There's so much. Crafts and findings, I would say, are in these. No more than 5 pounds. I would do flat rate shipping on these. Do you need a handmade whistle? Because I do have one. I have a wooden whistle. Should I do a demo? Let me know if I should do a demo on that one. Okay, I'm going to put these back in. I'll put these in this one. And that just shows you I have multiples of these boxes that are full. Just so you know, If anyone is watching this, especially on replay, especially on replay, that you're interested in doing in buying those packages, those bags, up to 5 pounds, and then I have the other ones, the other totes. What are you guys' thoughts? What are your thoughts? Should I go through them? Are we going to go through them together? It's 4:57. I'm going to do the whistle. I don't want to do it too loud. Anyway, what are your thoughts? The whistle? Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me put it on mute for a second. I'm going to see how it sounds before I do it. It's loud. It is super loud. I was looking at the replay to see if it got my reaction. Okay, whistle is available. It is loud. I would take my you know, I don't know, clean it up. Anyway, what do you think about going through these big ones? Okay, can't do that. Cannot bend that way. What do you think of going through the big ones? Or do you want me to go through and pick out the best pieces? I can't really do bags on these because I feel like they're really, I don't know. Something about it doesn't seem like I can do bags on these. Oops. These earrings. Okay. I think I'll go through them. I will pull out the best pieces and I will do these at, see, these are probably, like I said, on the cusp of being vintage, maybe not. And I just, they ended up in here. Enough that I cared about them that they went into this container, the plastic, hard plastic, to protect them. All right, guys, I think that's it for today. Unless you have anything for me, I want to make sure that you have, I can't help now if I start digging. It's kind of like with those earrings, Jenny. If I start digging through this, I may never stop. I think so too. I mean, I've done bundles before, and I make them really, really nice because just that's the way I do it. But I don't think people, that's stone. I don't think people trust it, and I understand that. I'd be leery as well. So I think we could do by the piece. I think this is Premier Design. There's probably a considerable amount of Premier Design in here. It's one that I did not bring on into Reserve Grace. I want to do stretch. Well, I would not have guessed that at all. Anyway, let's do that. Let me go ahead and I think I'll go through and we'll pull out some of the pieces. We'll go through it as if it's an unboxing because it almost is an unboxing for me. It's truly an unboxing for you. And fairly priced, kind of like what we did last week. What do you think? I need a yay or nay? At least a consensus. I try not to run a dictatorship. I know I can do it my way, but you're buying. You're the one that's, I'm here for you. So, what is, oh, look how pretty this. Okay, you guys, I would have so much fun doing this because that is so pretty. Okay. All right, I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to give you a chance to respond. Marilyn trusts me. Someone to see. So maybe I'll just meet halfway. We'll do some of both. How about that? If I do some of both, I know what Marilyn likes. I know what you guys like. I will go through. I've got to go to where am I going today? What am I doing? I'm doing baseball. So those are two separate. I'm doing baseball today. I will be back tomorrow at regular time, 3 o'clock. I will post early, shooting for 1. If I decide to do pieces from here, I'll do highlight pieces so you get an idea. I think I'd really like to do the unboxing or the revealing. Let's do a reveal. Cosmic, I want the black. See, this is what I'm saying. The black is gorgeous, isn't it? I know, it is gorgeous. Okay, I will set this aside for you. Okay, this has to be someone, by the way. It has to be. But let me show you from the top real quick. I do have it on already. Look at the, see if you can get the focus. There we go. Look at that. It is, this is, okay, okay, yes. All right, I'm gonna set this aside with your name on it. We'll go over it tomorrow. Are you gonna be, can you be here tomorrow from regular time, Cosmic, especially since you dibs on this one? You write a note on the bag. That way it doesn't get lost. If not, we can talk about it later. I don't want you to have to feel like, oh my gosh, now I have to be there because, and the whistle is still available. But I will go through it before tomorrow. I will. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. So I'm going to write Cosmic on here. And I need to figure out what we're going to do on price. Okay. But reasonable because it was, you know, there we are. There we are. There we at. There we at. Love you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow. Grandma out. Bye, guys. Take care. Thank you so much for purchases today. Patience and Misty, thank you for joining us at Reserved Grace membership.